What's up, everybody? This is a jump scare for you all because instead of your host, John, tonight, it is your host, Aaron. And I'm here with two of the worst in the league. One so bad they lost to me in this league before I unceremoniously left. And the other one probably would have beat me in this league. And also, if I would have played the other in a rematch, I probably am losing to him. But without further ado, I'm going to bring in both these competitors. They're both very good because there's no weak competitors in this league anymore now that I'm gone. Jacob Cameron, Ryan Cam himself. How are you doing tonight, or whichever you are? I believe you're Jacob in this league. So, Jacob, how are you doing tonight? How are you feeling? Coming in, 20 questions, general horror, and now it's gone from one-on-one to one-on-one. So, people are ducking you.
Feeling good. You know, I've had a bit of a string of momentum behind me fairly recently, so I've been feeling good. I'm looking forward to playing.
Yeah. And this is a low-pressure match, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'll bring in your opponent, but thank you for joining us. Jordan Danger Huffman from the cleanest background in the game. So, yeah, I'm going to just bring it right to everybody's attention because I'm a gracious host. How are you doing tonight, Jordan? Always good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too. You too. It's been a while. I'm doing really good tonight. And what? Guys, I'm going to have to cancel. So it looks like it's just going to be you, Jacob.
Jacob versus we're just going to watch Jacob answer 20 questions tonight. Good job.
Nope, I'm excited. We were supposed to have a few more competitors, but life gets in the way. It's all good. And I'm here to have some fun. Hopefully not do terrible.
No, I think this will be a very good match. And honestly, not that I would hope for anybody to drop out. But if we were left with two competitors, I feel this is honestly the most entertaining match we could possibly get. So without any further ado, 20 questions. Each of you get 3 repeats or however many repeats. But I would tread carefully with me because I am not a fan of repeats at all. 0 challenges allowed. Each question's worth 1 point, no multiple choice. We'll start with the first question in the category of actor roll call. What horror recent release features supporting performances from Nathan Lane, Richard Kind, Bill Hader, and Parker Posey? I will be ranting by myself. I've been watching a lot of Dylan Van Thine, and another league host by himself. He has really good banter. I'm working on it. I will not give hints to any of these questions because I like all these movies. 3, 2, 1. All right, pens down. We'll go to Jacob first.
Beau was afraid.
All right, and Jordan.
I went with The Conjuring 8.
How dare you think these people would be in The Conjuring? It is Beau is Afraid, A24's finest, or one of them, for sure. All right, in the category of franchise data, to date, and including crossover movies, how many movies are in the Alien franchise? So I left this league for a lot of different reasons. One is I can't deal with the possibility of losing. Another is the Alien franchise. I like these movies. Can't retain any knowledge about them. 5, 4, 3. Just need a number. 2, 1. Jordan.
It's not The Conjuring, but I went with 8 again.
Okay. And Jacob.
I also said 8.
All right. Both of you are correct. The answer is 8, and we will move on to question number 3 in the category of 2000s. What does Laura Linney's character Erin do for a living in The Exorcism of Emily Rose? I feel like, at least in my opinion, the first question lulled us into a false sense of security. We're starting to get into John questions now. By the way, did not write these questions. My Aaron writing has not begun yet. You will be able to tell with some of the questions. We are becoming more reasonable.
Lots of A24 coming up.
I am more than that. I meant more reasonable questions than like, what's the address on the 5th doorknob in Halloween 3? 2, 1. We love you, John. Thank you for putting this league together. Jacob.
Said she's a cop.
All right. And Jordan.
She's a lawyer.
She is a lawyer. We are tied up at deuces. Going into question number 4 in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who lent their song Teenage Frankenstein and He's Back, the Man Behind the Mask, to the soundtrack for Friday the 13th 6, Jason Lives? Like I said, we're getting into the John section of the questions where he starts out being like, this is a lower ranked match. I'm going to be reasonable. And then he's like, everybody knows this. The fucking Friday the 13th 6 contract for 3, 2, 1. This man's sick. Jordan.
I have no idea. I said Alice Cooper.
All right. And Ryan. Or Jacob, sorry.
Keep him away from your chickens, Alice Cooper.
Good guess by you, Jordan. It is Alice Cooper. I mean, John does have an obsession with Alice Cooper, so when in doubt, you will get an Alice Cooper mention. All right, release dates is your next question or category. What year saw the release of Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead, and Fright Night? If I had to pick one of these, which one would I pick? I'm gonna go to each person after their answer for their answer on my rant or my banter. So since everybody cares what my favorite is, 5, 4, no, A24. What am I gonna do? 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Jordan.
I put 1982.
All right, and over to Jacob.
I said 1988.
You guys sandwiched it somehow. 1985. Very impressive sandwich of being 6 years apart as opposed to the traditional 3. So doing things a little differently. All right. Next question in the category of memorable deaths. Where is Robert Thorne when he is shot at the end of 1976's The Omen? This is one of my favorite movies from the decade it came out in. Just in case for some reason the decade would...
For clarification, are we talking about like a place?
Yeah, just a general answer. Or type of place, a general type of place. Building will not suffice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jordan.
Church.
All right. And Jacob.
I said the same thing, church.
Correct. And we remain tied at 4. Very good game going so far. Both players playing very well. Category of Oscars, Little Shop of Horrors and Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, both lost the Best Visual Effects Oscar to what action horror movie? Very good question writing, even though I do not like this category, John. Well done. I'll give him credit when he deserves it. It just doesn't happen too often. All right. Need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jacob?
I said the thing.
Okay. And Jordan?
We're going to be tied again. I said the thing as well.
You are tied, but no more points because it's Aliens.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is impossible to get alien questions right in this league. I'm convinced. No matter what it is, it's just impossible. It's like the ship number and everything like that, and then Oscars. All right. Anyways, actor filmography. Who has roles in Planet Terror, Hollow Man, and Mimic? Yeah, these are all like pretty much on the same level, to be honest with you. Kind of good. I probably got all of these from Hollywood Video, which used to be called a video store back in the day because I'm old. 5, 4. Not as old as John, though. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jordan?
I don't think this is right. Kevin Bacon.
All right. And over to you, Jacob.
Jordan, stop reading my mind. Kevin Bacon.
You remain tied with no additional points. It's Josh Brolin, which I forgot Josh Brolin was in Hollow Man, to be honest.
Yeah.
That is a deep cut. Hollow Man's great, though. All right. Director filmography. Who directed Blood Rain, House of the Dead, and Alone in the Dark? I don't want to judge, but just from how quickly Jacob got to his board, I'm judging. You either know it or you don't with this one. I almost want to stop counting right now. Because if you pull it at this point, Jordan, I'm going to just be blown away. No offense. This has nothing to do with your knowledge. 5, 4. This is just like one where after the first one, probably got it. 2, 1. We'll be dramatic here. We'll go to Jacob first.
Uwe Boll.
That is correct. All right. Jordan, what did we come up with?
Uwe Boll.
That's an interesting spelling of it. Close. Yeah, it is Uwe Boll. How dare you accuse Wes of doing such atrocities? All right, 1970s. What exactly is Kirk looking for when he is the first member of the group killed in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? This one I respect more than I like, which I feel like is a lot of people with this movie, but maybe I'm wrong. I also saw the 2000s remake first, so I prefer that.
Really? Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah, mostly because of Jessica Biel. She was a big part of my development as a child. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jordan.
Phone?
All right, and Jacob.
Jordan, quit it. A phone.
What is wrong with you guys? It's gas. I don't know why you keep copying each other. Stop copying each other on wrong answers. This is the wrong way to cheat. And a weird way to cheat. You're playing each other.
Oh, is it gas because they had the generator?
Yep, exactly.
Fuck.
Yep, horror. I wish I could give you the bonus point. 5 to 4 going to horror taglines. What 1990s movie has the tagline, just because it didn't happen doesn't mean it can't? Good tagline. I'm not going to lie. I don't know many people who would be able to pull this. And this is not a hint about the movie. Just, that's a tough tagline. When you hear it, you might be like, oh, that's clever. 5, that's your hint. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jacob.
The Cell is a horror movie, right?
I mean, it is. If you have the same answer again, Jordan, I'm going to be very concerned. Jordan.
I was thinking The Cell, but I actually wrote The Cage.
The Cage. Oh my God, that's crazy. It's urban legend.
Oh,
right. It makes sense. Yeah, but that's crazy. You almost had the same answer with The Cell. Jennifer Lawrence, or not Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Lopez and Vincent D'Onofrio. Weird movie. All right, horror subtitles. What is the subtitle to Candyman 2? I might have to throw one of these players out if they get this question wrong. And it's not Jordan. That's unnecessary pressure from the host, but I'm sorry. I won't really throw you out if you get it wrong, Jacob. 5, 4, 3, 2. I enjoy hosting much more than playing so far, though. My blood pressure is great. 1, 0. Jordan.
That'd be Candyman 2, Too Sweet to Kill.
Incorrect. Jacob.
Day of the Dead?
Day of the Dead's number 3. Farewell to the Flesh is number 2.
Oh, God damn.
Yep. You went to the worst one. The Day of the Dead is the reason I'm mad at Erica right now still. That movie was the worst movie I watched. All right. Recent releases. Still a very close game, by the way, 5 to 4. Recent releases. In what U.S. state is the titular building in 2023's Haunted Mansion? Oh, yeah. This summer hit. Oh, Lakeith Stanfield. You deserve better after Atlanta. You truly did. Book of Clarence. What the hell was that? God damn. Don't watch Book of Clarence. 5, 4. Oh, horrendous. 3, 2. And I am the target audience. 1, 0. Jacob.
Louisiana?
All right. And Jordan.
Illinois.
One of you is correct. It is Jacob taking the 2-point lead.
I knew it wasn't me.
Is correct. Nicely done. All right. Question number 14, a little over the halfway point. 6 to 4 is our score. Going into question 14, 2010s. How is Lucas related to Victoria and Lily and Mama? I mean, it's all right. It's not great, though. It's not the worst. Let's come up with a family member. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jordan?
I went with father.
All right. And Jacob?
I said brother.
It is a little bit of both. It's an uncle. Not really a little bit of both. It's just an uncle. All right. Question 15, 2-point game still. 1960s and earlier. In the 1958 version of The Blob, Barney, the first man attacked by the Blob, gets taken to the doctor when he can't get off what part of his body? When he can't get it off what part of the body? Sorry, when he can't get the Blob off what part of the body, why does he go to the doctor? I butchered that question. All right, you're going to need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacob?
I said his hand.
All right, and Jordan?
Well, I said his arm.
It is his arm. It's not. It's his whole arm. You can challenge if you want.
No. That's fine.
I would have pulled up the scene for you there, honestly, because
No, I've lost a hand and arm challenge in another league. I've learned not to die on that hill.
It's really not fun when it's like the ape orangutan one. This is just trivia. All right.
Yeah.
It brings us into a 1-point game going into the next question. 1980s. What eventually happens which kills the titular demon in Pumpkinhead? I like this movie.
I haven't seen it since I was like 12.
Ooh. Yeah, revisit it. It holds up. I just saw it this year. I really liked it. All right. Answer or repeat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Jacob, you got anything?
I said a lightning strike.
All right. And Jordan?
Nothing.
So what happens is the man who summoned the man who summoned him is killed eventually in the movie, and that's what eventually.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So, yeah, it's kind of one of those. If you're not thinking about another very tough question from John, congrats. 1990s. The first person killed in Child's Play 2, Mattson, is kidnapped in his car by Chucky and killed how? This is a nearly perfect movie. I like this whole series, including the show. But yeah, this is the best one. Pains me to admit the third one did not hold up on a rewatch. Answer or repeat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Jordan?
Car crash?
All right. And Jacob?
I said stabbed.
He's suffocated. It's a bag's put over his head and he's suffocated.
Wow.
The car does crash, but it's not what kills him, honestly. He's dead before the car crashes. So, all right. Plot synopsis. An agent works for a secret organization that uses brain implant technology to inhabit other people's bodies, ultimately driving them to commit assassinations for high-paying clients. I'll give you a few extra seconds to read it over. It's a pretty long description. It's still a 1-point game. We have a chance to add sudden death, which, if that happens, you know I have a plan for it. All right. I'm going to count us down. Answer or repeat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Nothing, Jordan?
No, I couldn't pull it.
All right. It is a me movie. That's your hint, Jacob.
I said source code. I'm probably wrong.
It is a Cronenberg movie, not David, but Brandon Cronenberg's Possessor.
So, that makes more sense.
Honestly, never heard of that, so I'm sorry.
There's a recommendation for you, Jordan. It's probably on Prime, honestly. Watch it blind. I think you'll get a lot. It's a good one. All right, 2 questions to go. Still anybody's game. Signature elements. In A Nightmare on Elm Street, where does Nancy's mom keep all of Freddy's possessions taken from him after he was killed? What a question.
How specific do you want this?
General. I mean, there's an answer, but like, don't get crazy, I guess. Like, there's an answer. But I'll be lenient if you get too specific. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're over to you, Jacob.
I said the basement.
All right. And Jordan.
Yeah, I said a box in the basement.
So it's in the furnace. So I'm just gonna give it both of you since it is in the basement. Technically, the furnace is. So that's just the easiest way to. So going into the final question here, we either are gonna have a winner or sudden death, or and that's it. That's it. So there's no way Jordan can win on this question, but he can tie it up. Horror debuts and goodbyes. What Star Wars alum had their first movie role in 1995's Mute Witness?
It says final.
Final.
Is it supposed to be first?
No, final. I misread that. I'm sorry. Final.
Okay.
What Star Wars alum had their final movie role in 1995's Mute Witness? My mistake, guys. Final. Sorry if that set your brain in a different path. I apologize. Give you a couple extra seconds here with this being the final question, but it's been a great match. Hopefully John continues to do these because I think 20 questions just works. Both of you got your
repeat, please.
You want me to read it or just give you the 15?
Read it, please.
All right. Yep. Horror debuts and goodbyes. What Star Wars alum had their final movie role in 1995's Mute Witness? All right. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start with Jacob.
Alec Guinness.
All right. And Jordan.
Congrats, Jacob. Alec Guinness.
Well, no dramatics here. And your winner, continuing his miraculous streak without his best friend Eric here. So no excuses at all. Cameron. Jacob. Congratulations. We'll talk to you in a minute. I'm just going to put you backstage, but well done. Talk to Jordan first. Jordan, honestly, nothing to hang your hat on there. Getting 7 out of these 20. Usually like 7 out of 20. That's embarrassing. That's under 50%. In this league, there's no gimmies. So you don't really know your stuff. And a few of those movies you've just never seen. So that's always unlucky. And, you got a new recommendation in Possessor. So no one's a loser here. Yeah, good time. How you feeling?
I feel good. I knew the Candyman question, and I don't know why I didn't think of Farewell to the Flesh, because I actually did know that, and Pumpkinhead I should have remembered. Mm-hmm. But other than that, you get some right, you get some wrong. It is what it is. So he played a lot better than me. He pulled just that one extra movie that I couldn't get, and he deserved it. So
you didn't play
I'm not upset.
Yeah, you did play a lot better. I mean, again, I do think you're really solid on any given day. I think you can beat anybody in this league. You're one of the players who shows up a little more natural as opposed to a lot of these other players who maybe have a little more time to, prepare and whatnot. So I do think you continue to show your very skilled. You were 2 questions away from winning this, and you had it right. Within Grass, we'll have you back soon because we don't kick people out of this league because trivia is fun. So thank you.
Always fun. Always happy to come back. Appreciate it.
Great to see you, man. All right, going to bring in our winner, probably the favorite coming into this match. I feel like you kind of got into this match by kind of the early performances where you just got unlucky in some matches and other matches just, didn't play well. But through the losses, you've gotten better. I think you can admit that too. What's your kind of secret at this point to winning? Besides answering more questions than your opponent, don't say that.
Well, I heard there's a famous quote that I like to keep to myself from Nietzsche. Said, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." And I feel like in this league, several losses have only made me stronger. Like I know I'm not a Dylan Van Thine. I know I'm not a Jeremy Adams. I know I'm not like
Abby Brooks.
And her, yes. I know I'm not at that upper crust, but I feel like every time I get into a match in this league, I feel like I get better. And so I think if I just get a little bit better each time, then I think that I'm going to show something of myself. Shout out to Jordan. He was on my tail the whole time. I was very worried about him on more than a few occasions. And I believe I'm facing the winner of another match at the end of this, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yep, and we are going to have a finale with all the winners, and everybody's winning these. Very good, very impressive. And again, you played really great tonight. I think that the less pressure you put on yourself, the better you're playing. And, that's something that I understand as a former player myself. So thank you again. We'll see you back for the final soon, Jacob. Congratulations. All right. That's going to do it. I believe this is going to be the first half or maybe a special edition. So if that's it, thank you all for joining. Aaron, the other host. John will be back with your regularly scheduled trivia programming, as well as Why We Love Horror on Thursdays with myself, Abby, and John. We review the newest movie every week. And John versus all the other things on the channel. Like, subscribe. Thank you for all the support, and hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!